for another half-loaded episode of Get a Load of This. From the Silver Creek Studios, I'm Jarod.
I'm Bill.
Oh my God, epic fail. My wife is here with us. She can't currently speak because she's laughing uncontrollably.
Right. So say your name for the record.
She's laughing to where she can't talk. Oh my God. Do we need to start over? Kristin is with us.
Yeah, we can do this. It's only, 12:30 at night?
So Bill just ripped one of the airiest, gassiest, and also somehow wettest farts ever. And Kristin cannot stop from laughing at a fart.
She's immature.
Farts are funny.
She was the girl in high school that guys like Bill used to fart for because it would get a laugh every time.
Right, because they couldn't handle it. And they, like me, I could hear a fart and stop laughing.
Bill got expelled for was the person who laughed at his farts.
Correct, yeah.
It's not my fault.
No, but
she still can't even start talking yet.
But when you do it, do you laugh like that?
No.
What do you do?
It's different.
What do you do when you do it? You just let it go and
she just rolls over and goes to sleep.
Fan just shoots your way. Turns the fan on high. It's like, fuck him. So anyway.
Wow. Man.
What an intro.
We are a few Long Island iced teas into the wind.
And we got to make a point to say that this is Kristin's first...
she was on one of the summer out on the deck, just briefly.
Briefly, yeah.
Yeah.
Now
this is her first sitting in.
I don't even think I said anything, really. Maybe.
You know you're sitting in Ryan's seat. Oh. It's his good side. Is it your good side?
I only have good sides.
Oh, really?
You know better than that, Jared. What are you asking that question for?
Yeah.
That's like a trick question.
You're not on video, so it's fine.
I know. That's why I agreed to come down.
Yep. Man, so what are we talking about?
Well, let's talk about something that everybody talks about.
Farts.
Well,
okay.
No,
that's part of it.
If
we talked about that, Kristin wouldn't be in the conversation. She'd be laughing too hard.
Giggling the whole time.
Yeah.
What's a good topic to talk about? What does Kristin want to talk about?
She really doesn't. She hates the sound of her voice, so she doesn't want to be heard.
But what's cool about this is it's not like you're hearing your voice because it's not like you're listening back yet. Later on, you'll be listening back.
And I'll have so many regrets.
I know.
So many
It'll be
regrets.
too late by the time you're hearing it.
Right.
Yeah.
We got to entertain the fans. Come on, folks. Let's go now.
We can talk about whatever it is. Let's talk about For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge.
Oh, my God.
Why not?
What?
I mean,
the Van Halen album?
Yeah, I mean, everybody likes Van Halen. So let's talk. What is your aphrodisiac, Jared? Let's just go there.
Oh, my gosh.
So what gets you riled up to want your beautiful wife here?
Wow. Well,
she's looking like, don't say farts because
you know
how much I love them.
Totally not what does it. I've said before on the podcast, I'm a breasts guy, so it's a little upper body nudity is all it takes for me to.
So you don't like butts?
I don't mind butts. Butts are fine. But I'm a boobs guy.
When you first saw Kristin, what was like, man, I dig this chick?
Besides her personality and charming,
cool
you didn't see her personality. You saw something first.
No, she had that hourglass figure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Narrow waist, big boobs, big hips. Not big hips.
Yikes.
Appropriate hips.
I was pretty young when we met.
You were what?
Pretty young.
Yeah, she was. It was kind of like
that young.
I don't know, Jared. How old are you?
2 years younger than me. Come on now.
Yeah, but she was a freshman.
You were fully developed.
Okay.
So what caught your attention, Rod?
I don't know.
She's still trying to figure that out.
Was just because you both were in band
what the
together?
Hell happened?
Yeah, we met at band
love
camp.
The way he hits the drums.
I was a cool drummer. The drum line was cool. was a bad motherfucker.
And the barbershop quartet.
Oh, Cloud9.
That was super cool.
Yeah.
Barbershop
cool.
acapella. Yep. Doesn't get cooler than that.
So let's just talk about you guys, and this is kind of fun. It's like an interview that I'm having with you guys. So, who made the first move as far as asking who?
I would say you were more flirtatious. I was aware of your.
I was flirty.
Well, you were like a bubbly personality anyway. You were a talkative, laughing, funny.
I did have a crush on you, and like
as many people did.
I made it embarrassingly obvious.
I guess I was too naive to think it was obvious.
We were walking.
When you say embarrassing, like how?
Oh, so we were walking down the hallway. Well, we met each other in the hallway. He was walking with a friend,
right?
And I was like, "Hi," and I guess you both said hi, and then your other friend. I was like, "Oh, hi."
Basically,
and then I said that guy's name.
You were saying hi to me, and then when he also said hi, you were like,
you
"Oh,
had
hey,
to
hi
include
too."
him.
I was saying hi to both of you. Yeah.
Clearly, you were saying hi to me.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Now, were you already interested in looking at her, or?
I mean,
or was it like she wasn't even on your radar until she said hi?
No, she was cute. She was. There was some kind of okay.
We had friends in common.
We had common friends, even though I was a senior. You were a freshman,
and this
but
is
we were
in
still
high school.
only.
Whoa, wait! You said 2 years difference.
Well, I was a young senior, and she was an old freshman. So,
all right.
Years wise, we were only 2 years apart. Grades wise,
it was kind of
3 years.
Further.
But
so she flunked.
No.
I was an old freshman.
It's a whole
He was a
birthday
young.
thing.
Okay.
But yeah, so we had common friends. And actually, I think you were dating somebody that I knew and was kind of friends with.
That's true.
And so that's how we sort of knew each other at all. Because otherwise, I wouldn't associate with a freshman.
So
I was super cool though.
Yeah.
So you did the unethical thing of checking out your friend's girlfriend?
No, at the time, I wasn't gonna do anything like that. But eventually, that's how I came to know you. But then eventually, you two broke up.
He dumped me.
She was on the market.
Ooh.
And I knew she was. And then she was being all flirty, and I was being flirty. And,
Actually,
next thing I know, she was knocked up, and here we are.
Well, at the night you asked me out was at a basketball game. We were playing in the jazz band.
We were in the pep band.
We were super cool. But
Now, would you play again?
I played the saxophone.
Sax.
I'm sorry, the saxophone.
Sax.
But I was actually talking to a friend. I was like, "Oh, I don't know. I really like him. I kind of want to ask him out. Should I ask him out?" And as I'm having this conversation, he walks over and asks if I wanted to go bowling that night.
Bowling. Our first date was bowling.
Yeah, so I had to call my mom on the payphone, and
I was a pretty cool dude.
Payphone, huh?
the payphone.
Right? None of us had cell phones or anything.
Right.
We had to get on a payphone. Do you have a quarter? I need to call my mom.
So you got a little bitty one up, like the Superman one up in the courthouse?
No, it was in the
It's in the hallway,
at the school.
Yeah.
Remember
Okay.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
We went bowling with some friends.
I was terrible.
The friends consist of the ex?
It was no,
No.
it wasn't.
No.
But not long after that, we did we watched the Super Bowl at that ex-boyfriend's house.
Yeah.
Now, his older brother was one of my best friends. That was really where the connection was. But so that was a little awkward, and we were probably a little too affectionate in front of your ex after like a month or two or whatever. But I didn't even, whatever. It was all good as far as I knew.
So he never had any kind of...
I mean, I kicked his ass. That was all it took.
No,
No.
we know that didn't happen.
No, and to this day, we are good friends with those folks.
Yeah,
he married one of your friends,
He married up,
and I don't know about that. She's a lovely gal, but
she's a pretty good girl.
and we're still friends with them, so it's all good.
So you guys hang out and...
I wouldn't go that far.
not
I mean, I
hang
still
out,
keep
but-
an eye on that guy. No,
So, yeah. Now, how far were you guys advanced your previous relationship?
what does that mean?
Well, you know what I'm saying.
Previous relationship.
Well, when she was with your friend,
Oh,
how far did they?
Oh my God! I don't want to have this conversation.
We got to have the conversation.
We don't have to have.
Was it like a kiss only, or was it?
We were each other's first. Like
you and
we
Jarod
were virgins. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
Well, we got to make sure.
Yeah.
So
that would be really awkward if you had a friend.
Only. I mean, how many people does that happen?
That is true.
We were virgins and then got married, and so
odd, right?
Yeah,
so
I don't know how common that is anymore.
I bet it's not common at all. I mean,
and honestly, I hope my kids aren't listening. But I kind of advise that not to be the case. Like, I think for people to save themselves for marriage is a mistake. Because, man, you never know what kind of compatibility you're going to have. Man.
You just nailed the right one, Jarod.
Well, let's not get carried away. Yeah. Anyway, but if you do save yourself for marriage and you're happily married, good for you. It worked out for us and so far. And
so how many years has it been? So people that don't know.
20. Well, for marriage,
right?
It'll be
in
20
a couple
years
months. It'll be
20 years marriage, and you guys been together about 24, 25.
We dated for about 4 years before we got married. Yeah,
that's when you asked me out. It was the
3.5
day.
3.5, 4 years.
You don't remember the day though, huh?
Yeah, it was January 26th.
Jesus Christ!
Oh shit!
He knows.
When did you guys get married?
October 15th.
Jarod, how come we're not answering any of these questions?
I'm a guy.
Shit. Let her answer. She's a guest right now.
Yeah, this is all about you, honey.
You're so lucky. I don't care that much.
Yeah.
I mean, I do care, but I don't.
So if he misses an anniversary, you don't bitch and.
No, I think we usually will email back and forth. Oh, are we doing anything for our anniversary or whatever? But we don't usually make a big to-do.
No gifts or nothing.
I don't bait him and try to test him to see if he remembered.
Right.
Because that's just.
So 20 years, what's that gift get you?
I don't know. We talked about getting.
I think it's
mattress.
like a piece of wood or silver or something. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Or a new guitar.
Yeah. The other day. I wish. She was talking about we should go on a cruise or we should do this or that. And then she's like, you know what?
Somehow.
Instead of that, let's get a mattress. And both of us were like, that's a good idea. We should totally get
that's a sign of you guys getting old, because that's kind of how me and my wife are. It's like the mattress takes precedence over TV or anything else. Like if we can't get a good night's sleep, fuck everything else,
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, I can.
Life sucks if you don't have a good mattress.
We started out on a full, and then moved up
to a queen. We worked up to a queen, and we're
like, oh, maybe we're
shooting for the stars.
So
here. California
the
king.
longer you're together, the further apart you get in the bed.
Right. I don't want anything to do with her. So the further away she can sleep, the better.
Right. I call it acreage. Like when we bought our king mattress, I'm like, we need acres. Like I need an acreage here, and I can't do the cuddle. Now I can do the cuddle early, or I can do the what do you call it, the nonchalant. She'll come up to me and go, I need a back rub tonight, which I know what back rub means. Back rub means start with the back rub, and I'm gonna get lucky.
Oh, really? See, I always
is that what that means?
Only want the back rub.
She wants a back rub, and then she's snoring 30 seconds later.
I'm always disappointed. I'm like, I want the back rub, but that's all I want. I don't want it to lead to anything else.
Oh, yeah. She's disappointed if it leads to something else, basically.
I'm like, can't I
She's not disappointed in the back rub. She's disappointed in
what I do with Kristin
trying to cop a feel or something.
What I do with my wife, and I did say her name, so it doesn't matter.
Fuck it. It's in there now.
Right. Kristin. Christy. So anyway, I did it on purpose. I wanted your name to be out there if her name was going to be out there. But anyway, yeah, she likes the back rub, and she does that, like that. Oh, I like a back rub tonight. My back's kind of stiff. So I know what that means. That's like, she does want a back rub, and I will fully give her a back rub. Mm-hmm. However, I know what the back rub leads to. Like, this is a recent one, too. Mm-hmm. She's like, here's some lotion. And she knows I hate lotion. Like, I don't like to rub lotion on anybody. I don't like it on my hands.
Right.
It's just oily.
I'm with you.
Gross. Yep. So the last time she's like, oh, I need a back rub. I'm like, all right, we got to get naked for a back rub. I can't rub it through clothes. So, however, she pulls out the lotion, like, you got to use this lotion. The lotion never got used, So a back rub is like our code for let's get it on.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
So your code is what? Let's get it on.
I don't know if we have a code.
It depends on, but there'll be times where I'm like, it's 11:50. You think we can be done by 12?
Yeah. She puts a timer on
and
us.
we do sometimes. I'm like,
Let's do this. Boom.
Sometimes, but sometimes you don't need 4.
11:51, and you're like, wow, that was awesome. You did it in a minute.
We're like high-fiving at the end. Yes.
No, I used to kind of beg for it, or not beg, but
Initiate
strongly hint, or I even like get pouty or whatever if she's not in the mood.
Get pouty. He's like a woman,
right? But and I would really hint big time. Let's do this, whatever. But now I'm done with that.
But
I'm not begging.
It's always better if he waits.
It's better. It'd be better if we did it every day. But
sure, but
I'm just like, no, I'm not fucking begging for it. And then there's times where you try to kind of play hard to get, or a little well, I'm interested, but you need to work for it. I'm like, fuck that. If I have to work for it, I'm rolling over and going to sleep.
Yeah, I've heard that line before. You got to actually get me wound up. I'm already wound. Why do I have to wound you up?
If you don't want it right now, then whatever.
Well,
I'm not going to.
But that's usually I can
that's
take
on
it
you.
or leave it.
See, exactly.
So do you ever just say, I got to get it?
Sometimes.
Yeah, she does. And honestly, at this point, that's what I wait for. If you want it, let's do it.
It's just better whenever.
Because I'm not going to have an issue necessarily getting worked up. But if you're kind of I could go either way, then well, fuck you.
Well, what's funny is
literally not.
Yeah, exactly. Well, go fuck yourself is basically what I say.
What's funny is the older I've gotten, and I'm not that old. You're not that much younger.
I'm way younger than both of you.
Yes, we are.
I don't need it that much. I may talk a big game, she may change it for me, oh my god, let's get it on. It's Barry White.
She's gonna be so mad at you.
No, she won't. And then
she doesn't listen.
No, she ain't gonna. Well, she'll probably listen to this because she knows I'm here. However, yeah, it's I like to talk a big game, and if she changes clothes, I'm like, oh, the show's beginning, But it's if she actually would say, let's get it on, I would probably do it because she says it that way. But in reality, I'm I just want to go to bed. I'm getting too old to have the up and down. 1 minute I'm hard, next minute I'm not. Next minute, that seesaw,
yeah.
It's blue ball right away. It's not, I don't.
It's
really
not very often that
it.
you want to, really want to, and I don't.
No.
Doesn't happen.
He's
very
told
often.
me before he goes, because I'll be the next day I'll be oh, I almost woke you up, and he's like,
right.
He goes,
Chris,
always wake me up.
She tells
Christy has said the same thing.
Yeah.
What would you do if in the middle of the night I woke you up and I'm do it? And then it's I'm excited that whole night. I don't even sleep. I'm
photos. So she's up till 2, 3, 4 in the morning, and then she'll come to bed, and then the next day she's I almost woke you up last night. I'm like, fuck, why didn't you?
That's exactly what Chris says. Don't be surprised if I wake you up in the middle of the night because I'm really horny.
But I'm not horny now all the time.
Right. I'm not horny right this minute, but I'm horny, so I might wake up in the middle of the night and just ravish you. I'm all right, so that whole night, I never sleep. I'm sleeping with one eye open. I'm it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I don't get no sleep all night long.
I wait.
And then it never happened. I'm
I don't like to give the hint at it because I'm I want that out. I'm not sure.
Right. She doesn't want to be
she don't want to commit to it.
I don't like to
committed.
Commit.
Yeah.
So I like to wait until
after the fact.
All right. Yeah, I'm ready.
I almost woke you up and jumped on you, but I fell asleep.
That's how I am, though. It's I could take it or leave it sometimes.
Right. Yeah.
I'm pretty sleepy.
And here's a negative side of that. Girls can, from what I'm told, because I'm not a girl, but they can do what they need to do to themselves in about 2.2 is what my wife will say. She can do it pretty quick if she's in the mood.
Tools?
2.2 minutes, seconds? What are you talking about?
She can pretty much relieve herself quick.
Yeah.
So if there's instead of getting hot and bothered and going through the whole motion of me crawling on her or going whatever position we are, she can just
me crawling on her.
Yeah, whatever it is, because she is a little taller than me, which everybody is except Kristin.
I'm not.
But so she will be I can really do it in she swears she can do it in 30 seconds or a minute.
Right.
I mean, I've never seen her. I've always show me. I'm curious.
Prove it.
Right. But for a girl, a guy, especially when you get older, it's like you can't sit there in a minute and get it to happen. A minute's like getting it ready, and then another minute's like getting it going. I mean, you can be ready to go, and it doesn't work the same way depending on what it is. But women,
they have pills for that, right?
Well, I can get it up, Jared.
Right.
You want to see?
No.
Prove it.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, girls can claim the fame, and I don't know
if I have a tool,
right?
then, yeah,
You can.
it's fast.
Right, and that's how my wife claims it too. It's like not necessarily a tool, but if she's ready to go, why waste the time of, hey, get over here and get me sweaty and hot? I can just get it done and go to sleep, and that's it. So I totally don't.
Now, I do think it's interesting, kind of, like, you and I both have attractive wives, right? So, like you were saying, if she's getting dressed or whatever, or undressed, oh, man, it'll turn me on. And, like, I'm the same way. But there are people, and it's natural that your wife or your husband, right, as you get older especially, you might put on some weight, stuff starts to sag, gravity takes control, whatever, right?
You can't talk without belching.
I'm drinking beer on the podcast.
It's super sexy.
And so,
You know what's happening after this podcast?
like, you might not be as attracted as you used to be. And,
Attractive.
well, you might not be as attracted to your spouse as
Okay.
you used to be. And so that's got to be difficult, right? Like, what if you just aren't as attracted anymore? What if she's not as hot as she used to be? Like I said, you and I were kind of lucky that our wives are pretty hot.
Right.
But, like, what if that wasn't the case? What would you do?
You know what?
Shut your mouth right now, woman.
I'm not saying anything.
The best thing to do is ask Kristin right now, who is here.
Uh-huh.
And
What's that like?
so Jared obviously is a little bit heavier and older. No,
I
let's
didn't
be
say it.
real.
Bill said it.
I said it. She can't get in trouble.
I'm on a low carb
But-
diet.
He's on a
all
diet
right?
right now, and there's a reason why he's on a diet. Not that he's obese. He wants to take care of himself. So, does that play a factor in, like, your sexuality towards him? Like, do you feel like, I don't really want to do you because
No, that's not
you
why.
got the man bod going on, or the husband bod going
No.
on, or whatever it is.
Dad
It
bod.
depends on
Dad
how much
bod.
of a dick he's being.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, what drives you is what my point is. Like,
I don't know.
as you've gotten older, I mean, granted, you guys were dating since what? You were
15.
15. Now he's 30.
I wish.
41 years old. So
Basically, if she watches a Ryan Reynolds movie, she's
No,
good to go.
That's not what it is. I don't know what it is. I think mine has a lot to do with
Is it mental?
hormones.
Our hormones? Yeah.
Mine's hormonal.
It's completely, totally hormonal.
see, guys, ours is
I
not
can
obviously not
predict
hormones.
the day
Oh,
that she's going to be horny and
there's
ready to go.
like a week where it's like, okay, we
Right.
better both be around.
A week.
Because,
I wish.
Well, there's a week. There's
a
that
week,
window.
but she doesn't like
It's not
give you the opportunity for the whole week.
maybe, but
It's
yeah.
in a week's window.
Uh-huh.
Like
Correct.
maybe Monday, but then Tuesday, no. Wednesday, yeah. Thursday, Friday.
It used to be
No.
about a week that maybe we didn't think about doing it.
Oh,
and now
God.
it's like,
Well, that's
oh,
how
Yeah,
it
to
all
have
now
that
there's
when
a
you're a
week that we
kid.
kind of
Yeah.
consider doing
well, not
it.
even a kid, because obviously I've
No.
met Christy
Please
later
don't
in
say
life.
kid.
Right. Yeah, I
So
guess. I don't know.
we-
Yeah.
We did it a lot in the beginning, and now as we get older, it's like you got life going on. Like
It's part of
you
it,
may
yep.
think about it at noon, and we both may think about it at noon. Like, but by the time 4 or 5 o'clock gets here, it's like I got shit to
Oh,
fucking
you know what
do.
though? I always told him nap sex is the best sex.
See, Christy's the opposite.
She
She
doesn't
likes
like-
morning.
Oh,
Yeah, but
no.
you know what we
I
never
can't do
do?
morning.
Take naps.
We don't take naps very well.
Nap
I don't
sex
either.
is the
together.
best.
We
But
I
she won't
can't.
ever take a
Well,
nap.
Well, you gotta. Well, you take a lot of naps.
You
is
act
that,
like
is
I
that why
nap every
Is
day.
that why you take naps?
Because I'm just
hoping to
waiting
get laid.
on her to come down.
Because he
Please
does.
take a nap.
Every time I call
This is
you
hopeful.
on the like 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, you're
Whatever.
like, "Oh, it's just taking a nap, dude, man. I'm waiting for Kristen to come in and give me a hummer." You know?
No.
Because I kept him up all night. I'm just kidding.
Right.
Yeah, that's
No, he's
what it
waiting for
is.
that actual
She
nap
comes
time
in
sex.
at 4 a.m. after working on some photos and wakes me up, and then the
Yeah,
next
just
day
got done doing this wedding, and
I need a nap.
I'm riled up right now.
Yeah.
None of that really is a factor for me. Yeah, like I said, it's all hormonal.
And that's how it is with my wife too. It's like it is hormonal. Like me, I think I'm the same way though. I'm not always horny. Like I can talk a big game.
He's always
I'm
horny.
pretty much always horny.
He's
I might as well be 17.
But here's the thing though. I can talk a good game and I'm interested in that way, but when it comes to actually going through the motion, I'm like, I'd rather go to bed. It's kind of like, I don't know how to explain it exactly. Like, I would do it every night if she said, let's do it every night. I have no problem doing it. Where her, on the other hand, would be like,
really?
I would. No questions asked. But no. But again, she has to be on par because I don't want to feel like I'm like,
right, assaulting her.
Right. And she doesn't ask for back massages. Now, granted, she would rather have a back massage every night instead of what comes with the back massage.
So would I.
Yeah.
When we were younger, you and I would ask for not necessarily back massage, but like back scratch, like scratch my back.
Oh, I love that
and
too.
it was always mutual. Like one of us would scratch the other, and then we'd take turns, right? Sometimes it would lead to something, sometimes it wouldn't, but it was always like I'll scratch your back if you'll scratch mine. I mean, it was the cliche, right? But I would say anymore, first of all, we don't do that nearly as often. And I think it's because one of us will want the back scratch, but totally not want to reciprocate and scratch the other. It's like, I just want you to scratch my back while I fall asleep. That kind of thing.
That's like a dream. Now, that's like what I want in, like if I, like if you had a genie with the wishes, like, just
you want that
scratch.
Massaging /
It could just be a back scratch till I fall asleep, and I don't have to do anything in return. I just want.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you guys have a secret signal of what you do? Like, in other words, you go to bed deliberately in a thong and whatever, and Jarod goes with
Well,
boxers.
First of all, my kids listen to this podcast, so I'm not going to get into any details about what our triggers are or our signals. Yeah, well
they're
not everybody
to
talks to their kids about it.
My parents listen to this.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, they do.
Who cares if they know their tells? They're not there at your house where you're like, oh, Kristen's in a thong. She wants it in the butt.
By the way.
What? She's not a thong person, I will say.
I just realized.
Neither is Christy. And in fact, you're worried about being embarrassed. She's not going to be embarrassed by this, but Christy doesn't wear underwear.
I was just going to say.
She don't like it.
I was like, you know what? I don't think I've ever had a good quality thong. So I bought one the other day and I was like.
Just recently.
And of course I texted him. I was
right.
Like, hey, I just
and then I'm
bought
like,
a thong.
yes.
But so I wore it.
Right.
And I'm like, I can't do it. So I'd rather go commando.
Christy.
And it saves on laundry.
99% of the time goes commando. The only time she does wear underwear is if she's going to go to bed and doesn't wear pants.
Yes. That's what I told him.
Then she'll wear underwear.
I'm like, I have to wear
Yeah.
Because I always imagine there's a fire and I have to run out.
Pantsless.
I'm not wearing
middle
pants.
of the night.
Right.
Yeah.
No, she is, as long as I've known her, never wore underwear, and she doesn't like it because she feels like it's, I guess constricting. She doesn't like that. Mm-hmm. She likes that open feel. So it's like, to her, I mean, obviously she won't be embarrassed by it because that's the way she is, but she doesn't have a tell either. But however, every once in a while I'll be like, hey, remember that lingerie I got your butt 5 years ago?
Yeah, the thong's just a treat. It's just a treat.
Right. But again, I don't really need the thong. I just want the...
I did. I surveyed
Especially if she's going commando all the time. Like, the thong's not even a turn on if you're walking around naked.
I said...
Well, she put clothes on. She doesn't walk around
But the thong is supposed to be revealing, right? Like, when you see someone in a thong, you're like, oh my gosh, I can see everything but...
Right.
But then, if you routinely are going around naked, then the thong is like covering shit up. Like, it's not revealing anything.
I asked you, I said, which do you think is sexier? Thong
nude
or no, no wonder. Like if I whispered in your ear, I'm wearing a thong, or if I said, I'm not wearing any underwear, which would be better?
Definitely I'm not wearing any underwear.
And part of it is because you whispered it like that.
Yeah.
Now, granted,
if you were like, hey, I'm wearing a thong.
or man, my crotch itches. I'm not wearing your underwear right now. You want to get laid later?
I might have to think twice about it, but
no. Yeah. I mean, Christy. I mean, she puts on I don't know. She does. you can tell what mood she's in by her body language. So it's like, but again, I'm getting older and I'm like, I don't really need it as much as I thought I needed it as.
Still needs it.
But he doesn't need it. It's because you deny him of it so much that he feels like he needs it.
I try not to take advantage of it, but I really do have a lot of power.
Right. But if you gave it up as much as he thinks he needs it, he wouldn't need it as much.
So you just have to like condition yourself, is what you're saying?
You gotta get calluses on it. You get some calluses there, he'll stop, and you'll be good to go. You can walk around naked and be like, okay.
I think the real solution is more of it, and then I won't need it as much because I get it all the time.
Well, the good thing is...
And then when I don't, I'll be like, that's fine. I'll probably get it tomorrow. When it's 2 times a month or whatever, then I'm like, oh my God, I got to get it.
But if it is 2 times a month, you really like those 2 times.
That's what she says. And I'm
that's
like,
what I say,
that's
I'm
not
like,
a good rationale.
If you do
yes, those 2 times are great, but so would 20 times.
Yeah,
also
but
be great.
I don't know. You might get bored of it.
No, it doesn't work that way.
But I can't control.
Yeah, I know.
So it just seems like for me anyway, it's better. And then in turn, it's
like I said, I'm done begging. Whenever you're ready for it, I'll appease you.
He'll spend a little extra 5 or 10 minutes in the shower and get over it.
Just saying, whenever you're like, I'll do it if you work hard for it and turn me on or whatever. I'm like, okay, good night. Fuck off.
So is your
if you
motivation behind it,
I'm not going to.
Like totally hormonal only? Like he can't walk in with a thong on. If he had one.
You should see me in a thong.
Or if he's out working in the yard, you don't like see this sweat and
glistening.
Ew, sweaty. Even the sexy sweaty
Okay, what if he's saying, hey.
Sorry.
Hey, babe, I'm going to make supper tonight on the grill. I'm cooking whatever you want. Does that, like, do it? Or you just got to be mentally like...
I'd be like, hey, babe, I did laundry tonight.
Okay,
you
whatever
ready?
it is. Is
I
there...
think like, that actually... you're onto something there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there will be times where hormonally I'm interested, but you pissed me off, and so I'm like, I'll just get my own. I'll take care of this on my own.
What if I said, hey, babe, I went to work all day and provided for our family. Is that a turn on for you?
No, because then you're insulting her.
All right. Oh, is that an insult?
Well, because she'd be like, well, fuck you, because
Is that how that works?
did what I did today, and you made more than me, but fucker, way to point out the fact that you make more money than me. That's not.
I'm just saying, if you're going to talk about doing the laundry or mowing the yard.
It's not even about that.
I know
stuff.
it's not.
No,
it's
I want you to want to do the dishes.
Why would I want to do the dishes?
Because it's like a bonding thing. I mean, I always want to do dishes.
Yeah, right.
Good thing Christine here right now. Because I don't want to ever do dishes or laundry or nothing. However, I make up for it on other things I do.
You create some fucking dishes. I've been to your house when you prepare a normal dinner and you feed like 24 people.
I do.
It's insane.
But
and he never invites us over.
Yeah, I know.
I do. You just never come.
He'll say randomly, "Oh, hey, we're having chili tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You guys want to come by? All right, we'll come over."
It's the best chili.
We go over there,
too.
and there's a vat, like a tub, like you could bathe a child in this tub.
You have to get on a step stool to stir it.
Correct.
Full of chili. And then he'll also be like, "Oh, and I made wings," and not like a dozen wings, like 4 dozen wings. And then he'll be like, "Oh,
brisket.
And we also have nachos. So here's some ground beef, seasoned taco meat."
But here's the thing: I am a pleaser.
What the fuck?
Unlike you,
and he didn't even know we were coming over.
You get laid more often.
Oh, really? Is that how that works?
You got to feed them.
See, that's what I've realized. None of those things matter at this point. It's all hormonal. So I've got a narrow window.
It is not just hormonal.
It is hormonal, but it is also,
she's gonna tell you more.
It has to do with attitude.
Right.
Like, sometimes with Christy, I just pinch a nipple and she's ready to go.
Pinch a nipple. Yeah, I wish. I wish.
I just want to get your ass smacked because you're going to walk by her and like, Bill said this works. Pinch.
Oh, he does that all the time.
Poking a little butt. Boop.
Oh, man. This has been an interesting half-loaded episode.
This has been a way to introduce Jarod with his significant other.
Yep.
And
In
now
front of everybody.
everybody knows I don't wear underwear.
Right. And
Right.
so now they're picturing you totally nude.
But they
Oh,
don't know what she looks
geez.
like because this is
pinching
not
your
a video.
nipple. Right. I know. You
Right.
got lucky.
She's still a mystery to
She
everybody.
didn't come on for the full episode
Right.
on video.
And she had a great time. She was
And
nervous
guys,
about coming
I'm
on.
totally naked.
Yeah.
Right. She
right
is
now.
totally naked. I have goggles on that has paint over them.
Right.
So I don't.
Bill can't see anything.
I can't see anything, but I know she
And,
supposedly took off her clothes.
We're about to go have sex. So.
And I'm sitting in Ryan's chair.
wow.
Oh,
that just got
yikes.
awkward.
Now, yes.
Ryan won't be able to concentrate next time he's in
And she
here.
likes the way the
I'll
mic.
clean it,
She likes
don't
the way the mic looks too. It looks like one of her toys. So
Oh, Jesus.
he might have to clean that off.
All right. I think we crossed over into
just
the
got real dirty.
awkward, inappropriate. Yeah.
Half loaded episode.
I guess so. Yeah. So this, thanks to the Long Island iced tea and the Bush Light tonight.
All right.
And we want to thank Bill for coming on and prompting us with awkward sexual questions.
Are fun.
It's his favorite.
Yeah.
It is.
It's
He
always been his
loves to make
favorite.
us awkward.
Right. But you weren't that awkward. You opened
It's a
up.
little awkward.
Kristin opened up.
I'm never awkward about it.
She's
but
never awkward. She
couldn't
I'm
even-
only awkward
Yeah,
because
Jared's
he's awkward.
totally
and
uptight
he's
with
my
it.
partner.
Oh,
when-
really?
but when he's
I'm the
drunk-
reason you're awkward.
But when he's drunk, a pumpkin looks like something he wants to fuck.
It was a perfect pumpkin. Like, you haven't seen a better pumpkin than that.
I guess.
It's a long story. Anyway, yeah, this has been fun. We'll have to wait another year and a half for you to get invited on the podcast.
That's all right. I've waited this long.
Well, thanks for joining us. And Ryan is still down in New Orleans, or Louisiana. I don't know if it's actually New Orleans or Tulane is.
Close to.
It's close. With his son and his family for college, taking his kid back to school.
Mm-hmm.
We want to thank my wife for sitting in with us and embarrassing me.
Woohoo!
Sorry,
talking about
everybody.
band-
She said she
camp
wouldn't do it, and
stories.
she's here and doing it.
Here she
I don't know
is.
what happened.
Yeah. So write in, let us know what you think. If you want to hear more from my wife or from
Or
Bill.
Females or anything,
And,
you know?
yeah, you know.
I'm not
Because
posting nudes.
Ryan's
Yeah, don't
sister
ask
did
for
a
even
great
any
job.
pics.
She will send nudes. She's got to be she's got to be drunk to see them. I can't say
Yeah.
that about Rebecca. I'm not trying to speak for her, but she was a great guest as well.
Yeah. We need more female representation on this
Right.
podcast. So
Definitely gives a
Yeah.
different ambiance.
I probably didn't bring woman power to this one.
no, hashtag me too, I think, is more like it.
Who cares?
But anyway, well, thanks again for listening and subscribing. Tell all your friends and family, co-workers, your boss, strangers on the street. Download Get a Load of This on your favorite podcast streaming app. And we appreciate it. So until next time, I'm Jarod.
I'm Bill.
I'm Kristin.
And get a load of this.
Phone's across the room if you do that anymore. I have to sneeze. What happens if you have to fart?
He just does it.
It doesn't pick up on a mic.
Yeah, right.
I could
Here.
hear it.
Jesus.
It don't pick up.
I could hear it outside from inside.
You act like you don't fart.
Not like that.
Not like that. Your
That
son is
would've
the only
been-
other one
that
I know
would've
that farts like that.
Peeking on the.
I'll tell you what, it's a tradition. Anyway,
This is an outtake.
this is an outtake. Kristin's getting lit off of her
It has
Blue-
no alcohol in it.
Caraca. That's what we're gonna call it tonight. What is that drink that's blue and
He was telling me he wanted to get some Boone's Farm.
I was gonna get Boone's Farm. Like Strawberry Hill or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Figured you'd be like down for that.
Takes me back.
All right.
Takes me right back.
Back to when we had our first kid. Still wanted to try to party with our friends.
Our first kid. That's what we know how Carter was created.
Yeah.
Boone's Farm.
No, that's not how it went down.
No,
I wish. That's okay. I'm going to take all this out.
it don't matter.
Are we seriously talking about sex?
Why not? It's what people talk about.
Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about. all
How
the
come
good
you can do that,
things
but I
and the
can't
bad
do rump
things
shaker?
and-
Yeah, do the rump shaker again.
What is that?
Chuck baby, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jesus.
See, why don't you have her on here more often?
I don't know.
It'd be fun.
Would it?
Yeah, I mean, Ryan would probably eat her.
He doesn't like me.
Ryan don't?
What did you just say?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't mean eater.
Ryan would.
I meant like he would like eat you up with
That's why we don't have her on the podcast.
table be all full of Kristin and.
At first, I thought you said eat, and then I was like, no,
Her.
he said hate.
And
Well, I
then-
meant
And I
like
was like, wait,
he
I think
eats
he
your
did
lunch.
say-
Let's put it that way. Like he would tear into you because what is this wiki shit?
I'm super
Wow.
funny. He thinks I'm super funny.
Good. I don't know why you haven't been on before.
Because I don't like my voice.
Yeah, but we're talking.
no
normal.
one likes their voice.
No,
Should I
but I
Should
can't
I
hear my
talk?
voice.
should I talk more like this?
Can you sound like Demi Moore?
Yes.
What? I didn't say Demi Moore as a chronic smoker.
I'm Demi.
No, I can't.
I didn't say, what's her name from, she's the agent in Californication. And she's like in Jewel of the Nile and,
Kathleen Turner?
yes.
How does she talk?
I'm related to
Kathleen
her.
Turner sounds like
very
this
distantly. But we're related very
Wow.
distantly.
Like
now.
how?
That makes sense
I
now.
don't know. So,
Brother?
yeah, it's my brother.
Don't worry. It's not picked up on the microphones. Yeah, right. I'm turning that shit up.
Literally. Shit.
All right, let's do this. Jesus Christ.